A very happy feast of Portiuncula. Portiuncula meaning the little portion or the small portion of land. According to a legend, the little chapel of Portiuncula was known as the Our Lady of the Angels. The title referring, according to some, to the Assumption of Mary accompanied by the angels. The chapel was located on a small portion of land at the foot of Monte Subasio. Later, the name of the land passed to the little church itself. Francis had a mystical vision of Jesus Christ in the wayside chapel of San Damiano, in which the icon of Christ crucified came alive and said to him 3 times, Francis, Francis, go and repair my house, which, as you can see, is falling into ruins. Francis took this literally to mean the ruined church in which he was presently praying, and started repairing churches in and around of Assisi. One of the churches was the little church of Portiuncula. St. Francis, at the end of his life, asked the friars to take him to this place, and on his deathbed, St. Francis recommended the chapel to the faithful protection and care of his brethren. In the life of the Franciscan friars today, this has become the cradle of the Franciscan order. After the death of Francis, the spiritual value and the charisma of the Portiuncula became even greater. St. Francis himself pointed out the Portiuncula as the primary source of inspiration and a model for all his followers. Today, the feast of Portiuncula reminds us to relive our initial encounter with the Lord in our lives. Our lives are filled with many things, studies, work in various fields, with our families. Yes, it's true, but is there a little portion in my busy schedule for the Lord? As a Christian, have I created a little portion in my life that I can encounter the Lord? Do I still have a little portion in my life for the Lord to work through me as his instrument of love and peace? We are all not perfect as human, but the loving Lord is always merciful and waits for our readiness for him to work in us. We are all not perfect as human, but the Lord is always merciful and waits for our readiness for him to work in us to become the channel of his love and justice.